Hello, welcome to this short video in which I will introduce the n8n template I designed to automatically audit the accessibility of your website or your blog, focusing mainly on alternative text. So my name is Samir, I'm supply chain data scientist and founder of the startup LogiGreen. And since 2020, I've been publishing blog articles in multiple platforms. But recently, talking to a friend that has visual impairments, I discovered how the way that I'm publishing may affect the accessibility of my post to people that may not have the abilities to see and relies on different tools to be able to access information and knowledge. Let me show you an example. So here, I will show you my website. So this is samirsassi.com. It's a blog hosted on Ghost. And if you go on my creator profile, you will see other workflows where I basically use the API of Ghost to automate multiple tasks like promotion or improvement of the blogs. So in each blog post, if you want to understand for a website what is the level of accessibility, let's say you go to the different pictures. So let's say you have someone that has visual impairments. They will not be able basically to read the content of these images. They will use softwares that will read the content of text, but all the information that are in the images, these tools only rely on the alternative text. So what is an alternative text? For instance, here, so if you go on your browser tool and if you go on inspect, you will reach the developer tool. And here we have the HTML block that is linked to the image. And here, if you go on the image tag and on alt, you will have the alternative text. And here's a kind of a description of the image. So you have different stakeholders with a sensitivity. This is key if you want to make sure that all the content in your page is accessible to people that have visual impairments. But if you don't, but it could be complex to audit the complete website or a complete page and to prepare the different alternative text posts, because here it's a long text. And for that, I've been using the workflow that I designed. Let me show you how. So first, all the information will be stored in a Google Sheet like this. So this is the results of the page audited here. For each line, basically, you have an image. Here, I add the page link, so which is the same because it's one page. Here you have the link of all the different pictures, so you can see how the picture looks like. Normally, no, depends. But at least if you click on it, you can see how it looks like. Yeah, so this is my logo, for instance. Here you have the alternative text. Here you have the length of the alternative text. And here, when the length is below a threshold that I have fixed in the workflow, you can see that a new alternative text is generated. And I think it's done for 5. So this is the result. Let me show you how we reach that. So I will delete that, beam, and I will go back to the workflow. Great. So we have 2 parts in the workflow. Of course, it can be automated. I would say for this workflow, I would advise you to connect it to a crawler. So a crawler is a tool that would look at all the different pages in your website or in your blog that will store the page's link. And then for each link, you can launch this workflow one time. But here for the demo, I just do it manually for one page. So when I launch the workflow here, the first node is the page, is the URL. So where basically the link of the page. So you have the complete URL and then you have the base URL because the base URL will be used. Because sometimes when we retrieve the image link, we don't have the complete URL. Then we download just HTTP request node, we download the URL. So here, in terms of setup, I mean, you can test it for my own page or you can do it for your own website. And here, this is the key element, and this is the analytics product of this workflow. It's basically JavaScript code that would collect all the images tag. I would extract the alternative text that would extract the source, so the link, and then that would basically assess and also take the length, right? So take the alternative text and this length, and then store the results here. So let me show you quickly how it works. So here for the storage, so you need a Google Sheet. In this Google Sheet, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. One column for the index, one column for the page, one column for the source, one column for the alternative text, and one for the length, and then one for the new alternative text. So here, as you can see, the new alternative text is not filled because this is what the AI agent is going to be doing. So it's working well. It's working pretty well. So we have all the results. And if I show you the page, yeah, we have the information. But as you can see here, the new alternative text is not filled. Yeah, all good. Now we can go back to the workflow. So yeah, it's pretty manual here, but it's just for the sake of the demo, right? So now what I would like to do is for all the images that have alternative text that has a length below a certain threshold, to ask not an agent, just a simple OpenAI node to generate text. And this OpenAI node is this one, is basically the node that analyzes the images. So for that, first I download. So okay, maybe let's just launch it. So here we download the results that are stored in the sheet. So for that, of course, what you need, yes, is the Google Sheets credentials that you put here. And you need to create a sheet where you would give the name of the sheet and the name of the Google Sheet, like the file, and then the name of the sheet. Okay, so it's pretty good. So here, it's basically loading. Then I have this node that you can remove that is limiting the number of records in case, yeah, I don't know, here you are using the API. So that could be dangerous if you have thousands of links, but you can remove it. And then, yeah, here, sorry. So it's looking at the alternative text length. And if it's below 100, it will basically it will go through the OpenAI node to generate the alternative text. So here it's a loop over so here we have 6 items that have alternative text length below 100. Then we limit to 5. So we want to take 5, we remove one. And here in the loop, we are looping through each of them. So what do we send? So here, what do we send to the AI agents? I mean, the AI node. So we send basically the URL. So if you go here, that's the source. So the node can download the image, and then we just ask to generate the alternative text. And this is here what we have, the alternative text. In terms of models, yeah, here I randomly took the model. Most of them work well. Here for the setup, you can put your credentials of OpenAI. And then here it's updating the results. So here, this is a node, a Google Sheet node to update results. So here we only update the new alternative text and we use the index basically to match in the first step. And if we go, and then if we go here, yeah, what we can see. So here, I think it's my logo, a man in a suit. So that's my picture. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. And here, a diagram showing a project team above various business sectors with analytics models below using a Python logo. And that's a miniature, yeah. Okay, so here, of course, what you can change is the length of the alternative text. So in Ghost, the tool that I'm using, it's limited to, you cannot make it too long, but yeah. For other, I know on Medium, you can make it long, so why not? If you have any question, please feel free to use the comment section. Also, feel free to follow the channel. I am posting about other tutorials using n8n for AI, for automation of workflows using AI, and supply chain analytics and sustainability and productivity. Thank you.